Hey! I'm back! Okay, we're going to make soap today. Today I'm going to make Ruby Ruby Ruby, which is a scent from Candle Shack, another one. So I bought a load, I've got like a box full of fragrances that I bought just before Christmas with the intentions of making so many soaps before Christmas, which didn't happen because, as we know, we've had Matt at home with a broken hip. So I've got all these fragrances to use, but not all of them were Christmassy, so thankfully they weren't all Christmassy. So this Ruby Ruby Ruby, I think, smells very much like ruby red grapefruit from Nature's Garden. It's not exactly the same. I haven't got it to compare it to, but I can remember. I haven't lost my marbles completely yet. But yeah, it's like a nice fresh citrusy grapefruit scent. So this one's going to be a nice fresh New Year scent. And I'm going to use two colours on a white base, believe it or not. The Revelations. So I'm going to use Red Riot from Mica Mama, which is this one. And I'm going to use Sunflower Yellow from the Soapery, which is this one. So I thought these two colours against a white would be nice and vibrant and would probably make sense for a ruby red grapefruit scent. So that's what I'm doing today. It's a very gloomy, horrible afternoon. It's 3:30. I've just got my car back because it had been in for its MOT. And it failed yesterday, so we had to have a new CV boot kit. So if any men are watching and they know about cars, you'll know what that is. It went whoosh. So I asked what it was, now I know what it was. But anyway, the car's all fixed, so I got that back. I did have to get my mother to take me up there, who's 76, driving. Oh my God, oh my God. I was like, please keep me safe, keep me safe, keep me safe. She gets up to a roundabout and she's indicating the wrong way. I'm like, no, oh my God, everyone's beeping at us as we're going across the roundabout to get to, I'm like, oh my God. And she's have to make her laugh of it because I didn't want to make her feel terrible, but lordy above. There'll be a time coming in the future where she just needs to give the licence up, you know. Gets bad. Okay, I'll be taking her everywhere, that's okay. I just don't want her causing any accidents because talking and driving for my mother, it's not a good combination. Okay, let's get going. I'm going to make 2 loaves out of this today because normally when I make 1 loaf it's like 14 bars. It's not enough, so we're going to do 2 batches. So here goes. Okay, so we're going to start with the heat transfer method again, which is becoming one of my favourite methods to use with soap making. Well, not becoming, has become. It's just, excuse me, it really does save time for certain. So slowly pour it on. Don't want it to splash anywhere. I pay particular attention to my cocoa butter because I want that really to get melted down. It's these little yellowish chunks there. Okay, and just give it a quick 1-2. I've got another soap I'm going to be making. I'm just going to be making lime cooler as well today, so I've got another batch at the side, so I will be sorting that one as well, but I won't film that because I've already filmed that one, I think. So we're just going to keep stirring this for a bit and then I will be back to show you the process of making the soap. So leave that for a good 5 minutes and I'll come back to it and we'll go from there. So see you in a second. Okay, so I'm just going to pour off 2, I've just got this to trace. I'm just going to pour off my 2 jugs. I have to remember I need more because I'm making 2 loaves, not 1. I'm just in the middle of a very horrible program on Netflix called Don't F with Cats. Now I know a lot of you will know what this is about, and I was one of those people that nearly couldn't make it past the first 10 minutes. It's horrific. But I've stuck with it because I had a customer in the shop this morning and weirdly we got onto the conversation of Netflix and what we watch and that kind of thing. And she'd been watching this program, so I thought, oh, okay, I'll continue to watch it. And actually, I'm now gripped at these two super sleuths online who are out to get this vile human being. So I'm only on episode 1. I'm about, hang on, I'm on my tablet at the moment. I have got 29 minutes of this first episode left, so I'm going to continue to watch it because I want to get to the end. But oh God Almighty! If you can't handle this sort of thing, do not watch it. I'm not. Animal cruelty for me is just no. But I'm going to continue to watch it because I'm now interested in how this all goes down and how these people manage to catch this vile creature. So yeah, I'm going to stick with it and carry on watching it, but I'm sure there's some of you out there that's watched it, so comment below if you have, if you wish, and if you haven't watched it, don't. I really wouldn't recommend it as a nice programme of choice. You know, you can always watch, at the moment, the new Anne with an E, because that's out. Hold on, I'm just getting some, so yeah, easily offended and really can't watch anything to do with animal cruelty. Do not watch do not F with cats because it's horrible. I'm just putting the fragrance into this. And we've got one that's going to accelerate, so I'm going to have to pour very, very quickly. Like that, and again, very, very quickly. Typical, okay. A bit more. Well, happy frickin' New Year, hey. Happy freaking New Year. Just gonna go really, really quick. Just to get that in as quick as we can. Let it sloosh everywhere because that's what it's going to do anyway. Very, very quick chopstick swirl through there. Oh Lord. Why? Why today? That's okay. So now you know, Ruby from Candle Shack accelerates soap. So you might not want to do a swirl. It's not too bad, but it's bad enough. It's bad enough. Just gotta make sure that I even this out. So it's going to be a pretty basic soap, I think. It's not going to be anything too fancy. It's not too bad. Look, it's not like soap on a stick. It's making me sweat though. So yeah, that's what I'm watching at the moment. And the other program I just finished was Unbelievable, which is about the rape case, which is another one that's really quite horrible, but I really enjoyed it. It reminded me a bit of The Killing, which I loved, that program, The Killing. A bit like that. But it was based on a true story. So, in fact, was The Killing based on a true story? I can't remember. Oh God. Just wanna, where's my chopstick gone again? There you go. Sort of, it's not too bad at all, but it's not too great. It's certainly not going to be a pretty soap, is it? Oh. Thanks, January. Really needed that, didn't we? All is not lost. It's not that bad. We might be able to maybe make it look a bit pretty in a minute when I do my top as I normally would, but just get as much of this soap out as we can so we don't waste it. So I've not fragranced the coloured bit just to get this made very quickly, but there's enough in there for it to be scented enough. I can really smell it. It smells really good, but I should have just chosen one colour. In fact, in the back of my mind, I was thinking, just do it pink, just do it pink. I didn't listen to myself, did I? Right. Oh Lord, look at you. You foul, foul thing. Oh, I hate it when that happens. Don't you? Like, thanks a bunch. Really wasn't expecting that today. Didn't like smelling the scent. You can kind of sometimes in a weird way you can tell if it's going to go on you or not, you know. And this one really didn't smell in the bottle like it was going to be something that would accelerate, but you never know. So yeah, that's a really ugly soup, but we shall leave it. And I'll see what we get tomorrow, but oh God, let me just get a bit of that yellow where I've put too much in. You can just mess a bit. Do not take tips from this video, that's for certain. Good grief. Okay, whatever, I'm not going to keep messing with it because it's just it's not a disaster, but it's just not the best. I'll be back to show you the cut of this loaf of sick that we have here. Never mind. Right, on to the next one. We might be able to salvage our lives. See you in the morning. Okay, let's have a cut then. I have been forgetting to tell you what coffee I'm using at the moment, and I'm using, you can't see because we're too far away, but it's Cacao Superior coffee from Taylor's. I always use Taylor's of Harrogate, so I'm almost out of this one, but it's, yeah, Cacao Superior. I've got a new one for next time, so I'll fill you in. I did say I'd let you know what coffee I was drinking, so that's the thing. Okay, let's have a look at this. I did notice this morning that both batches I made yesterday have got soda ash on the top. Now that wouldn't normally happen, but it's happened because I think what I did yesterday was I soaked it just too hot. It was just too hot. Normally, doing this method, I would let the solid oils and the lye sit for quite a bit longer, or sometimes, yeah, the lye, sometimes maybe I let it cool down for just a few minutes at a time, and I hadn't done that this time. So I think that's why that happened. But it's still pretty hard, which is good. So it's not like that batch I had when I'd reached false trace and it hadn't really gone through the right process in some way. I don't think it's saponified fully. Maybe that was what it was, I don't know. But I'm just going to bring you in a bit closer so you can see the cut, and we'll see what we got in the middle of these. Sorry if it's a little bit dark today. It's not too bad lighting, but it's not the best. I'm just going to get my coffee. Just been out for a dog walk this morning. And I've been collecting some winter honeysuckle from a bush that I found because I need it for some product shots. So here's my winter honeysuckle. I kept seeing it blobbed around the town, and then I kept forgetting where I'd seen it. So I just went on a little jaunt with the dog in the back of the car and I found some. So it's for, I'm making some Clotted peach cream whipped soap today. And in the scent I have like a winter honeysuckle, so I wanted to get some for my product shot, so that's why I've gone and got that. Okay, so I did, as you remember, have to quickly chopstick swirl this because it was thickening up, but I think it's not too bad. It's not too nice, but it's not too bad. It's not the best, but yeah, it's not the best. The other one I made yesterday was lime cooler, so hopefully that will be okay. Well, it is okay, it's just this slight bit of soda ash on the top. Now, normally when you do your water discount, it eliminates the soda ash, so it's definitely an issue yesterday, and I'm pretty sure I'm right in thinking that it was just too hot to soap, and then we had a bit of a acceleration as well, so that didn't help either. So before I left the house this morning, I was watching more of Don't F with Cats, as I've mentioned, and I've got the last episode to go, so I think they're closing in on this lunatic now, but it's every part where they were showing animal cruelty I had to fast forward. I can't do it, you know. I wanted to hear the story and I wanted to hear about these internet sleuths because it's quite an amazing story, so I did want to know all about it, but I did not want to see any cruelty to any animals, so I did have to forward the bits where they were showing it sort of. They don't show it graphically. You do see bits, and it's unavoidable in places, but it's you know, the whole programme isn't full of animal cruelty, but they do have to show it because it's what the horrible little shit did. It's just horrendous, absolutely horrendous, and I can't normally watch programmes like that, but yeah, my customer yesterday, she came in and she was like, oh no, you really should watch it. It's very, very interesting to see how these people go so out of their way to catch this kid, and that's the bit that I wanted to see, you know. Sometimes when the police aren't doing what they should be doing, you have to rely on people in the general public, and these people in these Facebook groups who are like, you know, they're on a mission. So I've got a bit of that to watch in a second. When I finish doing this, I shall finish watching that, and then I will find something a lot nicer, probably Anne with an E, because there's a new series of Anne with an E, and I loved the first ones. So I'll probably go back to that because I need some nicety after this horror that is this programme. So yeah, I'll be back again. I've got lots and lots and lots of soaps to make, and lots of whip soaps to make. Now I was going to film the whip soap, but it is, like I said, I think I've said before, the process of the whip soap, the only bit I can really show is the piping of the product into the jars, because it's a really slow process waiting for the base to melt down and be ready. You know, it's like a 24-hour process really, because I have to wait for it all to harden up before I whip it. So yeah, I don't really want to do that because it's too long a process, but I might show bits of me piping it in and then sort of give you a little bit of info on that product. No recipe sharing because it took me years to create that recipe. Okay, so look at my coffee in there. Okay, yeah, it's pretty rich. So I'll be back. I don't know which soap I'm going to soap next. I've got quite a few to do, so I'll have to pick one off the list that I've never soaped on camera before, and I do have a ton of new fragrances to try. So like Ruby, let's hope it didn't do it. The rest of them don't accelerate like that, but I do think it was too hot. Anywho, I'm going. See you later.